All right, everybody. I was trying to hadn't washed this car in a while, man. It's probably been about, I don't know, maybe a month of just traveling, going back and forth places, construction on the road, all kinds of stuff that has accumulated on this car. It's been a good minute since it has been washed. I got a detail maybe about a month ago, but it's right back. The dirt is caked on, so it's a little difficult to get off. Now, here in the Philippines, it's a little tricky when you're washing the car because some cases you're using hard water, right? And, you're closer to the equator, so the sun is very hot. So you have to work pretty fast. So that's why it took me a while to wash this thing. I'm using one of these little residential, I should have shown it to you guys, little Peso, little water pressure machines that someone in the barangay they own. You see a lot of them set up. People make extra money, make cash with them, or start a business or whatever, right? Anyway, it's about 5 pesos, about 3 to 5 minutes. I don't know. I wasn't keeping count, but those 5 pesos were really racking up pretty fast. So, yeah, and if when you're washing your car here in the Philippines, if it's not under cover, it's tricky because if you're using some type of solvent or soap when washing your car, it will dry very quickly. What I mean by quickly, I'm talking about very quick, almost in an instant. So you have to move very quickly. Or you have to wash your car under some type of cover. But after doing this a couple times, a good detail may run you 200 pesos. I'm talking about a good detail will run you about, I don't know, maybe 200 pesos. I'm thinking a little bit over 200. The last time I checked, and I think it's well worth the 200 plus pesos to get your car detailed. And plus, they do a greater job than I, because all I had was this and some soap, some detergent, and that was it. And my wife dish towels. I know she's gonna bitch about them later. So, and that's it. But you have to work very quick. Like I say again, this car hadn't been washed in about a month. I've been going back and forth to the city, up and, back and forth, on the highway. So it was pretty dirty. Now, when I'm washing the car here, it's not really a safe spot. I'm kind of coming where I'm parked. I'm kind of coming out of a curve. So anyone coming out of the curve, right, there's like 2 lanes. But when you come out of that curve, I'm almost right there at you. So that wasn't the safest spot, to wash a car. So I'm washing and looking at the same time. But overall, it's okay. I mean, I think I did a pretty decent job on the car. It looked a lot better than it did, but I most definitely need to do a wax job on it. So I'm going to wash it again. I bought some wax about 3 months ago. Never used it. I'm always stumbling across my wax, but I'm gonna have to use it, man, because you have to have some type of protection, whether a cover over your car, wax job, a garage. You have to have something, to protect your paint here, because if not, it's going to fade. Anything you put out here is going to fade. I don't care what it is. If you stay out here, you're going to fade, right? But yes, you most definitely parking your car here. It has to be under some type of protection. So hopefully, soon I will, make one of those little carports, to park it under, because I don't want to be taking the car cover on and off every time I get in and out the car, because that sun is coming down. I'm serious. These rays are harsh. Yes. So, but as soon as I wash the car, man, it dries. When I use soap, that's why you see me washing it, in a unorthodox type of method, because, I'm trying to wash the top, get one side, I'm trying to wash it in proportion because I wash, put a little soap on, then I wash it off very quickly. It's not like, anywhere else where you can leave suds on, for 10, 15 minutes and then go back and wash it. Here, as soon as you put those suds on, they begin to cape up. I'm serious, they begin to cake up, really. That sun is harsh. So I'm trying to move as fast as I can, and plus I'm trying to wash the cars too also to go by. I mean, those near misses. But I'm working with it. I think I ended up spending about 20 pesos. The machine only takes a 5 peso piece. I had a couple of 10s, but there was no one around, for me to get changed with. So, and that's about it. As far as washing the car, I finally, said enough is enough, man. I got tired of looking at it. When someone else say your car is dirty, right? And it's dirty. It's time for you to wash your car. That's me looking for some change right there. I may have had about 10 pesos left at this point. Oh, did I drop it? Because you don't want to drop anything on these sidewalks because you may not get it back. Because it falls down in little cracks or crevices. And that'll be dead on that. Overall, I think I did a pretty good job. It looks a lot better than it did, I tell you that. You really can't see from the video, but I did a good job. On the video, it may look like I did a good job, but overall, I don't think I did a good job. So I'm gonna wash it again. So what I say I'm gonna start doing, I'm not gonna wash the car, during daylight hours. I'm gonna start washing during the when it starts, get a little done, because it's a lot cooler. Because washing a car in this heat is like washing a car, in the oven or something, like a toaster or something. It's like washing your car on broil. No, really, it dries instantaneously. Yeah, I decided to, wash your car today because, while they're in there making breakfast, I'm going to go out here and wash the car. And by the time I wash my car, breakfast should be finished. I think that's a pretty good trade-off. Yeah, there's water too. Also, it's kind of hard water too. Water's kind of hard too. Also, so I had to kind of, once I really finished, I had to kind of buff it. I had to buff it also in order to get it looking decent. I had to buff it with the towel. And the last thing I did, because of my limited supplies, the last thing I did here was, I tried to wash the rims and tires. For the most part, I got the dirt off of it. I know I got an oil change coming up pretty soon. The oil doesn't look bad, but I know I'm about a quart low. And it's difficult for me to find that 530. That 30 weight oil. They have 40 weight. But I think I found some. Now, I don't know where this lady came from. She came out of a hole somewhere. I don't know. I was like, damn, where did she come from? Nah, that's like a little building next door. That's where she came from. But, yeah, I have to change the oil here pretty soon. Man, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I heard oil changing was like $60. Anyway, I went to the mall and I saw this Toyota dealership. I forgot where I was. They wanted almost 1,000 pesos for a quart of oil. And I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, I'm in a dealer. It was a Toyota dealer, right? They wanted 1,000 pesos. That's almost $20 for 1 quart of oil. I said, no, I'm gonna go somewhere and I think I can beat that. Yes, they wanted almost 1,000 pesos at a dealership parts store right next to the mall for 1 quart of oil. Man, that's twice as much you'll pay, in the West. But I'm gonna change the oil myself. They say you can go places like $60, get it done. And that's cool because, if a quart of oil, is about $10 a quart, that's cool. If I can get the oil changed for $60, that's good. But I used to do it myself, right? I used to go to Sam's or Walmart, man, up until last year, right? I would change the oil myself, man, for, $40. That's including the filter, everything. Synthetic oil, $40. But hey, it is what it is. I gotta do what I gotta do. Tires on it pretty good. I gotta check the brakes. I basically do all the maintenance myself. If everything is available, I do everything myself. I change the brakes and everything. So I'm gonna check the brakes up maybe next week. Make sure that's up. The battery's good. Just put a new battery in. But other than that, she's good to go. But I have to wash it again. But anyway, if you like this video, share this video, please. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. It's free. Don't just look at the video and don't subscribe. It helps me because when you subscribe to my channel, right, it helps me to help others, right? And I try to help others as much as I can. I don't put my pledges or whatever on video when I help people, but it helps me to help as many people when I'm being helped. And I will gladly appreciate it. Seriously, though. It's free. I'm serious. My content is free. It takes nothing just to subscribe or like. I would appreciate either or. But anyway, I got to go. I got other things to do today. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate each and every one of you all. Peace. Good. All right, this shit here. Big move. I almost left my phone. But anyway, it took a minute. I'll tell anybody. Just get it detailed. It's not worth it. The hard water and everything, just get your car detailed. If you're not washing underneath the sun or anything, not underneath the sun. If you don't have a top or some type of shelter, it's not gonna be worth it because the sun is just coming down so hard it dries as soon as you put water on it. Forbid if you put soap on it, it dries almost instantaneously. So if you're not on the covered port or in the garage, just get it detailed. Trust me, just get it detailed. You'll thank me later. But anyway, let me get out of here. I haven't had breakfast yet, man. It is 9. It is 11 o'clock. I know my breakfast is waiting on me. But anyway, peace. Hey, man, you already know what to do. If you hadn't already done it, I don't have to say it.